You've been told that shakshuka is an ancient breakfast staple. But here's the truth. For most of human history, this dish was actually impossible to cook. If you tried to make a traditional shakshuka 500 years ago, you'd be missing every single star ingredient. It's a nomadic masterpiece that traveled across empires and survived the fall of kings. A mistake of history that became a global icon. So how did this dish with no home become the world's favorite brunch? Let's trace the fire. To find the soul of this dish, we look to the rugged Atlas Mountains of Morocco and the red walls of Marrakesh. This land is defined by the Amazigh, the Berbers, people whose history is written in trade and resilience. In the spice-scented souks, the word shakshuka was born, meaning all mixed up. But here is the mystery. In those ancient days, the dish was green, not red. The essential tomato was a total stranger to these lands. So what changed the soul of Morocco forever? The change came when a forbidden fruit crossed the sea. When the tomato finally arrived from the Americas in the 16th century, many feared it was poisonous, yet it didn't just join the recipe, it ignited it. The Maghreb regions embraced this vibrant new world arrival with open arms, swapping old mountain greens for the rich, acidic base we love today. They added local peppers and aromatic cumin, creating a symphony of spice that transformed the all-mixed-up stew into a culinary legend. But the story takes its most dramatic turn in the mid-20th century. Following the 1948 exodus, North African Jews immigrated to Israel. They arrived with very little in the way of possessions, but they carried their heavy cast-iron pans and their priceless family secrets. In a young nation facing strict food rationing and a period of austerity, shakshuka was a genuine miracle. It was cheap, it was filling, and most importantly, it tasted like the home they had been forced to leave behind. But here is where the story gets even stranger. It's funny how peasant food has a way of conquering the world. This survival meal moved from the crowded immigrant kitchens of Jaffa into the trendiest sun-drenched cafés of Tel Aviv. From there, its visual brilliance and bold flavors crossed the Atlantic, eventually became a viral, Instagrammable sensation in the brunch spots of New York and London. And here's the secret that keeps the tradition alive today. Because the name literally means mixture, there is not one correct way to make it. In Morocco, you still find it simmering slowly in a clay tagine, often topped with salty preserved lemons or spicy merguez sausage. In Tunisia, the sauce is often spiked with fiery harissa and caraway seeds for a deep, smoky punch. Meanwhile, in Turkey they have menemen, where the eggs are whisked directly into the soul of the sauce for a velvety finish. The beauty of shakshuka is its defiance. It refused to stay within the borders of one country. It survived the collapse of empires and the migration of millions. It reminds us that the best flavors aren't found in a sterile lab or a Michelin star manual, but in the chaotic, messy kitchens of people who refuse to let a single ingredient go to waste. So, when you dip that crusty bread into the pan tomorrow morning, take a second to look at the rising steam and the red gold of the sauce. You aren't just eating eggs. You are eating 500 years of rebellion, resilience, and a little bit of kitchen magic. Follow the history, not just the recipe. More dishes are waiting.